Hi guys, how's it going? This is Craig Connelly here. Welcome to my garden. It's such a wonderful, gorgeous day. I thought I'd do a little video for you guys out here. And welcome back to the vlogs. So this one is going to be all about the live sets I've been doing. So a lot of the green screen sets, the sets that you've seen me broadcast on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. Mainly about like why I put them together in the first place, why are all DJs doing video sets, and why particularly did I pick to do green screen. But more on that later. I'm going to give you guys a full detailed look at how I create them, including a little tour of my house here in Manchester, a bit like MTV Cribs. But before that, let's talk about music releases. I like this little section of the vlogs. It's like doing the news, isn't it? The latest release I've had is a double EP from my new album at Sharper Edge. The tracks included on the EP was Inhale, my collaboration with Will Reese, and the first song off the album called Sonic Grey. I decided to do extended mixes of both. Me and Will already pretty much had the extended mix. It's how we created the song initially. I created the album edit you hear on the album from the extended mix. And Sonic Grey was the intro track from the album, and it has this huge kind of orchestral intro going into the trancier side of things. But on the extended mix, I took away the orchestral intro, brought a bit of that back in later, and created like a DJ friendly intro and actual beat so you can mix with it. Both of those tracks were released on Friday, and you can get them now. If you're a DJ and you want to download them, you can get them from Beatport, so you can put them on your decks. Or if you're just a record collector and like to download music these days, but I appreciate most of my fans watching this are going to be into streaming, so the tracks are all up there now on Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, Apple Music, etc, etc, etc. So thanks for your support on that. I think Inhale is already in the top 50 of Beatport, and it's only been a few days, so thanks a lot for that. Guys, the next release coming up, I think it's July the 10th, we're going to release a club mix of Runaway, which is a bit more of a rework, because the original of Runaway had a kind of like chilled out lo-fi trip hop beat intro. It goes into a bit of a trance drop after that, but I kind of wanted to make that into like the outro track from the album, so it's a bit chilled out, a bit more dynamic in different places. But the club mix I've done is full on uplifting trance. It is fully kitted out with a full beat intro, a nice new section at the beginning where the vocal verse sits, longer build up, longer drops. So yeah, what you can expect from like a main room peak time uplifting trance track, and that is the Runaway extended club mix, and it's released July 10th. And also in July I have a club mix of Life Half Lived, which you've probably heard in my sets, in John O'Callaghan's sets, and that is going to be released on Subculture towards the end of July as well. So absolutely stacked music wise. You've also probably heard that there's a Giuseppe Ottaviani remix of Awful Love, which will be released a little bit later, not too long though, won't make you guys wait too long for that one. That should be around August time. Okay, so that's the news on the releases. The latest live sets I've done is I did a 3-part Producer Classics mix. Part 3 is now on YouTube and SoundCloud. Just hit up the Music First YouTube channel or my personal own SoundCloud channel to listen to that live set. And I've also done a mix for the Music First night, which is included in there. I think it was around 6 hours, there was 6 DJs or so. That is also in video format on the Music First YouTube channel. Coming up this weekend, June the 26th and onwards, I have a very crammed weekend of live sets, even though I'm not actually playing any shows in clubs. Crazily enough, there's 3. So I did a mix for Transmission recently. Those guys are going to replay that on the Facebook page on Saturday the 26th, and again on Sunday the 27th on the YouTube channel. So if you didn't catch that one around on Transmission's app first time around, you can hear it again this weekend. Saturday night I'm going to be taking part in Gareth Emery's album showcase broadcast. It's like a album launch party but a virtual one, and that's hosted with Insomniac in the US, and I will be playing alongside Gareth himself, Tritonal, Ashley Warbridge, Morgan Page and others, and that'll be later in the evening if you're in Europe, but of course I think it starts from about 8 PM onwards in the US. Also this weekend is Luminosity, was supposed to be happening in Holland, but of course the event won't be going ahead. But instead there is a full weekend of live broadcasts, and I have submitted a video set to those guys. So as of recording of this message, I'm not sure exactly when that set will be, but stay tuned to my social media channels and Luminosity social media channels to find out the set times. So this weekend, Transmission Festival, Gary Femery's virtual album launch Saturday night, and Luminosity's Beach Festival virtual festival. Okay, guys, brings me on nicely to live sets. So why am I doing video live sets? Why are DJs as a whole doing video live sets? What's going on in the industry? So cast your minds back, let's go back to February and March. The world of nightclubs and festivals started to shut down. We all initially thought it would be a couple of months. Our initial thoughts and feelings when we were talking to our managing agents was like, yeah, you know, this has to be done, of course, you know, there's nothing we can do about it. Venues were closing, festivals were being cancelled and moved. And we all honestly thought that by June, July, it would all be back on the road, doing shows as usual, but unfortunately that's not been the case. As far as I'm aware, across the whole world of trance, I only think that there's 2 events actually happening right now. One's in Croatia, one's in Switzerland. I can't think of any others. So that is a shame, but you know, the virus and people's health comes before all of that. So initially I thought, well, let's hold off just jumping into the video set thing, because every DJ out there is doing a set from either the studio or the kitchen or the bedroom or the shed or whatever. I thought, you know, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to jump into the world of live streaming, I want to make sure that the product I do is of a high quality. And that's kind of like my ethos with everything I do. I always want to make sure my productions are the absolute best they could ever possibly be. The way all my artworks look, you know, anytime a single or album artwork, I want that always to look the best. My live video sets from clubs and festivals and performances, I actually edit myself, and we pay extra money, which comes out of my own fee. You know, there's no like some magic money pot somewhere, and the production that we pay for and put into those video set recordings you've seen in the past, so like the Dream State one, the Luminosity one from last year, you know, both now have been viewed over 120,000 times. All that takes a lot of effort and a lot of money, so I wanted to kind of keep that, the visual side you see of me online performing, keep that quality really high, and I couldn't do that probably from the confines of my own home. So I have the green screen, I have a camera, I have a GoPro Hero 7 Black, which I'm using right now today. So I thought, let's just give it a go. Let's see if we can create a decent bit of video content from my own home, which doesn't rely on me doing it in the kitchen or bedroom or anywhere like that. And we had a spare room, but that spare room now has been turned into a nursery. As you probably know already, my girlfriend is pregnant and she's due now in a matter of weeks. I think we're just about 6 weeks away. So at some point the green screening had to finish in that room, and then we had to change the green screen room to another room, and we ran out of rooms because the other rooms in the house, obviously my bedroom, bathroom, lounge, kitchen area, and also I have my own studio, and I'm going to show you in a second that the studio really isn't big enough to build something like that. You can't even really get a good DJ set in there. There's room to set the decks up, but there's not really room to kind of scale and frame a good camera angle. So I'm going to show you guys a clip now of what the kids' room looked like before it was a kids' room, when it was my green screen room. As you can see, I've got the green screen set up there pretty much across the whole width of the room. We've got the decks, and then framing the camera on the window ledge. All a bit sketchy looking and all a bit amateurish looking, but when you drag it into the computer and add some visuals to that, it actually looks really good somehow. But of course, we needed to turn this into a nursery. So I'm going to jump upstairs now, like MTV Cribs, show you a bit of my house and show you what the nursery currently looks like. Come with me. And this is now the nursery, and as you can see, with all the furniture built, there's really no room for a green screen anymore. Got the crib there, the basket the kid goes in when it's first born. We actually put a new window in here, brand new. See the garden outside there. I'm going to show you guys the studio now. So we're going to the kids' room. You have to excuse any mess that's going on right now, but yeah, it's a very active room. I'm constantly doing things in here. The decks are usually set up here in this position, but there's just nowhere to frame a camera really, and obviously can't build a green screen in there. So how do you get around this problem, as we can't build the green screen upstairs anymore? I basically built it in the front room, in the lounge. It goes across the width of the front room, and I set the camera up on the fireplace. I'm going to switch now to some behind the scenes footage showing you guys just how it's built, with a little help from my girlfriend and of course her impeccable patience going through all this stuff. I'm trying to be a DJ whilst in lockdown. But yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. Take a look at this video. It's pretty funny how it all comes together, and I'm going to continue making some of these live sets for you guys. Probably once a week. I'm going to aim to have a new video set up, of course all filmed in my front room with the help of this green screen. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for listening to this vlog, and I'll see you guys all very soon with another vlog. Plenty live sets and plenty new releases. Take care, see you soon, stay safe, bye bye.